when you look at the potential signing of Calafiori, I can see why a lot of Arsenal fans are getting excited and getting giddy, including myself. Is a player that I like very much. Is a player that you can tell when it comes in, when the deal is finally done, which will take some time. Like I said in the past, I like the interest, I like the player, but I insist it was not as imminent as a lot of you were pushing and some of the journalists were reporting. Now let's talk about why I feel excited, and I'm looking at how Arteta could potentially use Calafiori as a left centre half and a left back. Before we get into nitty gritty, let's adhere to the protocol on this part of my channel. Please like the video, very, very important. Subscribe and make sure you turn on your notification bell. One more time, please like the video, subscribe, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. It's very, very important you turn on your notification bell. Calafiori is that player, is that left back we've desired for a long time. Zinchenko has done a good job, like I said, a good job. Unfortunately, we couldn't experience Timber because of the injury, the ACL injury he had last time. But we know Timber can play there very well. But for the first time, we're having a proper left back. When I mean a proper left back, I'm not trying to shade the other guys. A proper left back in the fact that he's a left-footed left back. He can invert. He can stretch the play. He can play as a left back who's going to actually overlap across the pitch, so it makes it easier for the likes of Martinelli, who plays as a left winger, but even though he's a right-footed winger, it makes it easy for the flow of that left side of the pitch to be very organic and very, very seamless. As much as we like what Zinchenko gives us and inverting and ball security, when it comes to one-on-one duels, Zinchenko can be clumsy. I mean, the word can be clumsy because I do not understand why sometimes Arsenal fans are overly hyperbolic and overly reactive and say Zinchenko is a bozo. I'm not saying he's a fantastic defender, but we know he can be clumsy, but he still does a job. But for the first time, we're going to have a proper defender who can do and defend his one-on-ones. Because if you look at the games against Aston Villa that we lost, right? I think at the Villa Park, Zinchenko was very clumsy. If you had the likes of Calafiori, it's easier for us to actually have a different result because of his defensive stability. He's more of a defender who has the physicality, the athleticism, and the awareness to defend properly in comparison to Zinchenko and Kiwior. If you watch the game against Man City at the Etihad, even though we came away with a draw, we saw the struggles. You saw the frailties of Kiwior as a left back, right? Even though Timber was still injured. If you watch the game against Bayern in the Champions League, right, we suffered because our left back, who was Kiwior on that day, struggled. I think it was against Sana and Gnabry, he struggled. But for the first time, we are going to bring a proper left back who pace for pace is fantastic. One-on-one is fantastic. He can invert too. His ball security, for me, is as good as Saliba. And lastly, we know as much as I rate Gabriel Magalhaes, fantastic player, for me, he needs competition. I'm not saying Gabriel has become lethargic. I'm not saying Gabriel is now feeling that his position is overly secure all the time. There'll be games that Gabriel needs to have a rest, and Gabriel needs to be put on his toes. And Calafiori, in my opinion, will actually provide the necessary competition to make Gabriel a better ball playing center back. Now, I understand Gabriel's ball playing has improved last season, but you need somebody who is comfortable on the ball, who can do what Saliba does on the right side of the pitch. I'm not throwing shade on Gabriel. For me, personally, I'll tell you, without missing my words, I think Gabriel is the best defender we have in the team, and I think the best defender in the world. Some of you might disagree. I just think Saliba is aesthetically pleasing to watch when defending. Let's be fair. Like I said, some of you disagree, and you can let me know in the comment section. I personally think Gabriel is the better defender than Saliba, marginally better than Saliba. You know that Saliba defends with an aura, with some grace. The present, see, Gabriel defending is kind of rugged. He's rough around the edges. It's not as smooth sailing, but Saliba's defending is smooth sailing. It looks good on the way he carries himself, his body. It makes it more alluring to the eyes. And you know, a lot of people are for aesthetics. And I understand that we're all human beings. We love something beautiful. It's like the analogy of the beautiful woman and a good woman. People will tell you they love a good woman, but guess what? When the choice is presented before them, they are going for the beautiful woman. That's why I say Saliba looks aesthetically pleased when defending, even though, in my personal opinion, Gabriel Magalhaes is a better defender, just like he's rocky and a bit more rugged and rough around edges defending. So I just want to use that analogy to pivot a little bit back to Calafiori. Calafiori for me is a necessity. Although a bit more expensive, is young. Do not bother about the injury records. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't bother at all because you have to look at artistic of players. But in the last 1 year, he has played almost 36 games without getting injured. As the last few years, injuries happen to young players and they recover and become stronger and stronger. So I expect Arsenal should have done their due diligence through their medical department to make sure that Calafiori would not be a player who will be breaking down as much as we've seen with Tomiyasu. And I hope this year Tomiyasu will actually step up from his injury woes and become more available. So potentially Calafiori is a fantastic signing. I'm looking forward to it. And I want to see the competition between Calafiori and Gabriel. It just iron sharpen iron to make both defenders better. It makes it more malleable for Mikel Arteta sometimes to rest Gabriel instead of playing him in all the games. He will give that left side of our defense the needed solidity, the needed athleticism, and the needed guile in that part of the pitch. And it's a welcome development. We can talk about the tactical part. For me, we know Mikel Arteta loves profile, not just position. He loves versatility. He loves malleability. He likes players who can play more than 1 or 2 positions. And Calafiori is comfortable. Is a comfortable player who can play more than 2 positions. He can talk in the midfield, and is a fantastic ball carrier for a defender. How many defenders do you see who are ball carriers like Calafiori and can defend one-on-one very well? We saw it. Even though it's small samples in the Euros, it was the Italian best player, not just best defender. For me, it was Italian the Italian national team best player. Now, small that sample is too small to actually make an appraisal of a player. But I'm very sure the Arteta and the recruitment team have been watching him extensively before he came to play in the Euros. I don't expect them to just jump on the bandwagon like the fans will jump on because they've seen a good player in short spells. If you go and watch his Bologna highlight, excellent highlight, I will tell you I've not watched his full game, so I'm not going to lie to you. You can see he's a comfortable player, comfortable in one-on-ones, comfortable defending. He can carry the ball, good on the ball, makes good decisions, makes intelligent runs, can go in really hard for the tackles. That is kind of defender and player we know Mikel Arteta is always enticed and cajoled by. And for me, I'm welcoming it. Now, I understand a lot of Arsenal fans want this deal to be wrapped as quick as possible. He's on holidays. Like I said, when the interest first came out, a player might come, but now it's looking more likely Arsenal going to sign him. But it will take a bit of time. Negotiations, players on holidays. He was with the Italian national team. So don't expect to be imminent. For me, the fastest this deal might be wrapped up is on Friday. But I think from next week, the deal will gather more momentum. The player is interested in coming to Arsenal. He has rejected Chelsea. The deal is not in any form of jeopardy at right now. Things can change, but right now, I don't see any jeopardy regarding the deal. So Arsenal fans, calm down. Don't really get too nervous or anxious. I understand the anxiety, but just restrict and calm down yourself. This player will be an Arsenal player in the nearest future, and he will provide the necessary competition for Gabriel and give us that stability we've been seeking. Now, as fantastic as Arsenal defense has been, you could see the left side has a little concern. Like I said in my previous videos, I love Kivio. I just think he has a lot of vulnerability. I love Zinchenko. You cannot rely on him 100%. He's always clumsy. Timber, unfortunately, injury has not allowed us to see him play left back as much as we want him, but I still believe he's a solid defender. But we want to build a solid base, a solid defense. And we can see that's what Arteta is building. Defense win you titles. And you can see Arteta is actually building a monstrous defense. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section regarding the potential signing of Calafiori and regarding the fact that he is going to provide the necessary competition and necessary numbers we need in that left side of the defense, because Gabriel, for me, has been carrying that defense by himself too much, and you don't want to overuse and overrun him. It's time you provide a competition and a cover for him, and I think Calafiori provides that cover adequately. Let me know what you think about this, and lastly, please like the video, Very, very important. Like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. One more time, like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification. I would like to know your thoughts. Do you think Calafiori will displace Gabriel? Or do you think you just provide a rigorous competition for Gabriel? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.